Good afternoon, my people. 2:15, Monday, January 31st. I can't believe the month is almost over already. Um, it is currently 9 degrees outside. Not 10, not 8, 9. We're supposed to be getting a blast of cold weather the next 2 days. I think they said the high tomorrow is supposed to be -1. It is currently snowing outside. It's icy, and I love it. I absolutely love snow. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know whether it goes back to my days of being snowed in Frisco, Colorado, or going to Breckenridge, or going skiing, or what. But man, do I love snow. I just don't like driving in it. Well, I don't mind driving in it. I just don't like anybody else driving in it because other people are bad drivers and I'm not. So, um, anyways, I went to meet a friend, my neighbor from across the street. I went and met him this morning at about 9:30. We had good conversation. We talked until about, I'd say, noon or so. Um, he's a hurting unit. He's just coming off of a relationship and he's not quite sure what's going on. He seems to be getting strung along a little bit, which is sad. Um, so we talked about that. We talked about life. He's unemployed, so we talked about that. Um, and then ironically, we started talking about God. Um, Now this is significant for two reasons. The first being um, this man this man could make a sailor blush because he curses so much. Um, and I kept saying, all in good time, you're gonna find out what's supposed to be, and what will be with your girlfriend, ex girlfriend, whatever you want to call her. And he kept saying, I know it's up here. God's talking to me. God's talking to me. And I finally said, why don't you listen to him? And it kind of had a slightly profound effect on him. Um, and he's one of these kind of guys where he'll talk and talk and talk and talk, and he doesn't really listen or respond if you ask a question. He'll kind of just keep talking. So it was good. He's hard on his luck right now, so um, I bought him breakfast, and we just sat there and had coffee and ate breakfast, and it was really cool. Um, some of you know that one of my calling cards that I've always done is take people out for breakfast. No, I'm not a morning person, but I think there's something about I've even dated girls in the past who for our first real date we would go out for breakfast. And I guess I think it's just because it's a vulnerable time for people, and they're really themselves. People are grumpy in the morning usually, and I like to see how people really are and how they really react. Um, but yeah, it was good. It was good conversation. I'm glad I went. I'm glad he went. The roads were really icy today, so um, that was a problem. But I got there safely. He got there safely, so that's all that matters. Um, and now we hope that Kathy gets home safely. She had to work today. So, and as I keep looking up outside, and it's coming down. Snow's coming down pretty good now, and it's sticking, and there's ice underneath it, so it's pretty much. treacherous out there. But so please say a prayer that Kathy gets home safely. Okay, thanks. Thank you for everybody for keeping up with me, for putting up with me, and especially thank you to those of you who call me out. I may not like it at the time, but that's exactly the way I am. I call people out for anything. This guy this morning, when we were at breakfast, I kept calling him out and saying, maybe you should cut your losses and move on. But I got almost 100 hits on my blog. I think it was yesterday or the day before. And I've gotten quite a few hits on my YouTube page, and it really makes me feel um, appreciated, for the lack of a better term. I don't want to say loved because I'm sure there's some of you out there that don't love me. How could you not love me? Anyways, um, but yeah, thank you very much for your candor, and please keep it coming because I need it. I really, really need it. Um, it's been a hard week, 2 weeks. There've been a lot of revelations in my life, and there've been a lot of callings, and there's um, there's some tough decisions to be made. But I know I'm not alone in making them, and I know that you guys out there care enough to send the very best. No, I'm just kidding. You care enough to make sure that I'm okay and that I'm making the right decision. So, without beating a dead horse, thank you very, very much um, for your honesty. I consider I consider you all true friends, and yeah. So, anyways, I think that's all I got for today. It's almost time for me to go pick up the boys in the snow, which is really coming down now. Um, be kind of cool if they didn't have school tomorrow. They love snow days, but I wouldn't hold my breath if I were them. So, um, if you guys have any questions for me, please post them. You can either post them as a comment on my YouTube page, or you can send them to me. If they're personal in nature, I'd just ask that you would send them to me as a message um, on Facebook, or to my personal email address, which should be listed, I think. If not, ask me and I'll give it to you. See, I'm so popular I can't give it out over YouTube. I just can't. I'd get thousands and thousands of emails. I kid. Um, let's see. I think that's all I got right now. So, good to see you guys. Thanks again for your love. And hopefully I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right? Later.